Hello guys. Hello Aaron. This is going to be oh, I can do 4 hours basically. I really could. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I can do 4 hours. It's gonna be 4 hours shit. It's gonna be pretty wonky. It's gonna happen though.
Meet Symphony. Business intelligence poured into a powerhouse of agents.
Brown noise, you know. We're gonna get it started. We're gonna get it started. I want my trades to look like this every single time. These are the easiest for me. These are the easiest, but anyway. I can put down the force like it. Wish I keep fucking me money. I might be half of me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up here. I don't want to lose. That's one thing I don't want to do. As much as I don't want to lose, I just don't want to lose knowing that I didn't follow my rules. That's one thing I don't want to do. But also, it's a patient game, so I can easily come here motivated. But if it doesn't show me something for like a month, that stuff takes a toll. Honestly, it really does take a toll, and that's usually why I start to flop down. You know, because yeah, I get easy trades like this. You know, that just happened, right? But what if it doesn't show me for another month? You know what I'm saying? That stuff usually take a toll on me in backtesting, cause I'm just like, bro, I know what I'm looking for. I'm not sitting there taking this bull. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a very frustrating month. How many trades did you take in that very frustrating month? I'm frustrated right now. It is January. It's February. If I'm frustrated and it's February and I don't see nothing clean like this, that, and the third, then I'm skipping a month and I'm waiting for the next month. And I'm seeing what the next month presents, or the next 3 month presents. ICT's not afraid of skipping 3 months or 1 month. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid of skipping it. That's what I realize. As a price action trader, you have to be willing to skip months. That's what really gives you your edge. Being able to wait, being able to know your limits, being able to, you know those things. And that's one of the most difficult things about trading when you first start to trade. It's because you don't know your limits. So you're just trading every single day, every single month, and you're getting completely, pooped on. What if I do that? 3 trades every month. What if I just simply do that? 3 trades every month. I might be half me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Yeah, I might be. Did I go to? We played day 2. What? Anyway, I guess not. Alright, whatever. Chucky, I might be. Did I turn that? Bad for me. I think I did actually. Y'all gonna lose my mind. Up here. I need to filter out my trades, man. Like, I try to do it off the model. I know what a trade looks like. I know absorption. I know I want that. Think about is your booties. Y'all to be like a movie. Tonight y'all doing that to me. I did take it yesterday, so it's only right. And I said, oh, tattoos on her body. Try control, can't control it when she's lifted. When she's off the ground. When she's holding herself, you like it, I could put 10 on the floor, like it. If I keep fucking me more, then I might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. I'm gonna just simply say textbook setup. Textbook setup. We know what a textbook setup is. That's all I gotta say. Textbook setup. You know what I'm saying? High time and wellness, liquidity sweep, John liquidity, key time and emotional alignment. That's a textbook. No rules broke. Good execution. Pre-emotion. I was feeling confident. Post-emotion. Post-emotion, I was feeling calm. Big drawdown, absolutely not. Entry was a volume shift. Okay, volume shift on this one, okay. What gave me a high time for influence, strong liquidity, the volume shift, SMT, what's the SMT? Wasn't SMT, I'm pretty sure. Jackie, I can be more than I might be. Bad for me, you'll make me lose my mind. Up in here. Okay, it wasn't SMT. All I can think about is your booties. Y'all ride me like a zoomie. Y'all say y'all never do this, but tonight y'all doing it to me. And I say, oh. Her tattoos on her body. Can't control it when she's off dead. When she's off dead. So, high time influence, strong liquidity. Influence, strong liquidity, time. And then yeah, that's about it right there. Strong liquidity was just south side. Time was when she's off dead. When she's off dead. When she's want to get it off me. Jumping in the yard if you like it. I could put 10 on the floor if you like it. If I keep fucking me more than I might be. Bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. That was not what my solo was at, by the way. Stop loss is like right here. TP was like right here. Was it lower? So if you like it, if I keep hugging me more, then I might be bad for me. You're gonna make me lose my mind. Okay. Did I put that down? Nah. All I can think about is your booties. Y'all riding me like a sweet. Y'all say y'all never gonna do this, but tonight y'all doing it to me. And I say, tattoos on her body. Giant chunk, can't control it when she's so dead. And if the world ever had an apocalypse, I would get all of you. Fell would be plentiful, death would be beneficiables, but none of you peasants. Fuck your religion, you passive because you can't to a prison in PC. I see the devil in you say when to listen to this. See. Follow him home. Cut the fuck on so nobody sees you. Turn to your phone. Leave it home so nobody can trace you. Match your presence. I pay the week I'm doing with your attendance. As soon as you're in, nothing might know not on the presence of. I am the son of a. What is your faith? What is your what I did for the announcement? If I could you now, would you go heaven how you believe it? They will support you. 30 seconds for lying to plus. And if the world ever had an apocalypse, I would get all of you fuckers. Feel would be plentiful, death would be beneficiables, but none of you peasants. Fuck your religion, your pacification, I set up prison in PC. I see the devil is you mean you see when I listen to this. See. Follow me home. Cut the back on so nobody sees you. Turn to your phone. Live at home so nobody can trace you. Match your presence. Better be calling on with your attendance. As soon as you're in, let them know who not all in the presence of. I am the son of. What is your faith? What is your what for the announcement? If I kill you now, would you go heaven how you believe it? That was a poetry 30 seconds for lying to plus. What is your my chest here, gosh dang, this don't get long. Oh, like all jokes aside. The world ever had an apocalypse, I would kill all of you fuckers. Feel would be plentiful, death would be beneficial, I would spend that to you peasants. Fuck your religion, your pacification got sent to a prison in PC. I see the devil is in you, mean the same to listen I did see. Follow me home, cut the fuck on so nobody sees you. Turn us your home, live at home so nobody can chase you. Match your presence, I pay the week under always your attendance. As soon as you're in, let them know who not all in the presence of. What is your faith? What is your what for the announcement? If I could you now, would you go heaven how you believe in? There was a poetry 30 seconds for line of plus. You think you saw it before this one? You could put down the floor if you like it. If y'all keep fucking me more, then y'all might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Okay, yeah. I be out working myself. What the fuck? When did I upload all these pictures? I'll just be subconsciously doing it. That's a bad thing. High key, low key. Silver look unhealthy as fuck. So it's not catching up. This is some weird stuff right here. It's not catching up. Point where reaction is more than likely to happen. That's all I gotta look at for. Where is a reaction likely to happen at? We know what happens at the liquidity sweeps. We do know that. That's a weekly. Get on my screen, bro. We know what happens after the liquidity sweeps. Y'all keep asking me more than I might be. Down close candle right here. Yeah, that close candle was a previous But if we're looking at something like something like act right now, it can be this order block. You know what I'm saying? That's it could be that, and we can look to take something from there. Didn't hit it. Alright, so nice sweep after that. Now we can look to take the retracement back up to there. More than likely, it's 910. Then we get that inverse right there. You can look at take it right there. But let's say that up close candle, down close candle, this order block. Let's say this order block awakes. Okay, never mind. It doesn't. Check out that liquidity. That's nice. Does that mean we're going up all the way to the buy side? Well, that's interesting because it could. But what would I need to see? I want to see how the 1 hour closes, or basically how the 15-minute closes. 1, 2, 3. A 15-minute closes pretty strongly. But is there anything that can stop this first? It can, like, sellers can just start stepping in. Yes, so it could be something like this. This Oakland's getting right here. It could be something like that, you know. Or it could be this wick. Which one do I prefer? Like, I mean, I'm just. Oh, we had that sweep already. Nice. And now we confirm it going down the sell side. Alright, looks like we're confirming going down the sell side real quick. And then we have this. It's not terrible. Okay, that's being used, but it's also being inversed. Okay, we got inverse right there. So sell side looks nice. It looks nice to target. Sellers look like they're stepping in, and buyers are absorbing, being absorbed. And then plus we're also hitting the 50% level and going down from there. So yeah, but I won't take it. Why? Because it's not showing the absolute willingness. What I'm looking at here is higher time frame being the narrator of this price action right here. Is being the narrator of this price action, but how is it narrating it? What is price? How is price reacting off of its narration? Look at what it's doing. It's chopping. Not clean reaction. Not something that's saying, hey, we can whatever. So how I look at it now is, we could potentially just sit here and completely fail. We can completely just fail, and now start to go from there. Of course, it's not gonna do that, but that's how I read it. Though, not selling with low resistance liquidity being like, if low resistance is being built, if low resistance is being made from a higher time repeated rate, which you expect to have reaction from, that's not something I like at all. I don't like that. It's not cute. What is going on? Time is 10. Right there. Alright, well, now what I'm looking at. Both of them took it out. That's tough. Get that up on the screen. Mr. Lover. So we have something right here. On the hourly. It's down close candle. We're gonna say this right here. It's 1 hour. 4? Okay, it's 4. Surprisingly, I didn't expect it to be 4 hour, but that's 4 hour right here. That can be something, you know what I'm saying? It could be acting as a breakaway gap, so we can be allergic to tapping into here, so they go up now, or we can go and try to fill it it looks like we're gonna try to fill it. Yeah. So we get that tab right there. And now that's traded today right there. It's almost like, here's our call traded today. This off it is right here. This off it is like, if I could do it, then why can't you? Get up and make it work. Yes. If I could do it, then why can't you? Get up and make it work. Like, that's something I like though. I like that. But it just had so much. I didn't expect it to stop in its tracks like that, but it did. That's my EUR self active. Alright, well, as of right now, I'm not a huge fan. This is from, gosh dang. This is, oh, that chop started in December. So if you just waited. Oh yeah, cause yeah, okay, cool. Something you can anticipate for sure, but I'll definitely try to get something from here. Definitely, but no. So if you would have waited the first week, okay. So you demand by weeks. If it doesn't do this by the next week, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching a whole month at all. Or I'm playing my monthly type. That's not a bad way to look at it. It's so important to love yourself, bro. It's so important to love yourself, man. It's so important. Because you all you got, man. You wake up every day to you. What are you going to do for you? You know what I'm saying? People, oh my gosh. People love people like that. Or hate. But they love. Most of the time they love. Who's going to hate you for doing things for you? You are all you got, man. You are all you have. Wake up, do what you're supposed to do, man. Because nobody else is going to do it for you. Stop judging yourself. Stop being so harsh on yourself. But build yourself out of love, out of discipline, out of the person you want to become, out of the person that you can see in the future that you become. Right now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of like a boo. I'm kind of like a Dragon Ball Z. Kid Boo. I'm playing. Whatever his name is. Kid Boo, right? Yeah. Basically. That's how I'm like. So this chop happened, and then next week, obviously, start pushing. Chops don't last. Has there ever been more than a chop? It's like, what's this? May. We start off on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, it starts to move a little bit. We're still kind of in the chop. So we chop voyage, huh? But this looks fairly easy. I wouldn't lie to you. I've seen this stuff multiple times. Multiple times. Yes, you've heard it here. Oh my gosh. Multiple times I've seen this stuff. See, I'll kid you not, I would have. After we got this inversion. It'd have been gone from there for me. Oh, I am looking up the all-time highs, you know what I'm saying? That's just something I can stop it. the hell? It looked like it a little bit. Well, you see a shot right through it. This had no eagle highs, but it was definitely nice for a buy reaction. All this low resistance I got built up to it though. Plus this low, I would like to think that this low would be something to take out. But if it didn't, then I'm definitely also anticipating that as well. You know what I'm saying? My brain is not stuck on one thing, and that took a little while, and I love myself for overcoming that, for real. That's one thing I am proud of. I'm nowhere near pattern trader. I've come to a point to adapt and observe. I am an observer, and you cannot break out of pattern trading if you don't become an observer of price. If you think you just apply this pattern and apply this and apply that and it's that, nah, bro. You really have to go through pain and be able to absorb and observe what's necessary. Mr. Lover. This is like a ER type. But gold is easy as frick. Oh yeah, I'm about to raw dog gold. They tripping for making it this easy. All jokes to the side, they tripping for making this easy. Yeah, you can be a swing trader on this stuff because this stuff is predictable as frick. It's not bad. It's really not. It's kind of mixed with a little bit of forex. Mixed with a little bit of. It's good. It's clean. Anyway, well, what's happening here is my brain is not really saying nothing because we just had this huge drop. So after we just had this huge drop, and it's 10:30, my brain is not saying we're going all the way back up. That's what my brain's not saying. Now, if it were to, the last move would be to equilibrium the range. That would be the last move of the day. That's if. Close above it. Do we start to go from there? Nope. We sweep the liquidity one more time. Do we start to respect the Ferrari gap? Start to go up. Come back down to. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that at all. We didn't close below it. Keep that in mind. Oh, we did. Okay. Chucky, I can be more than I might be. Bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. All I can think about is your booties. Y'all say y'all never do this, but tonight y'all doing it to me. And I said, oh, tattoos on her body. Can't control it when she's off that. When she's on something. All the good off me. Tripping in the oven like it. I could put 10 in the floor if you like it. Chucky fucking me more than I might be. Bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Yeah, see that? What our blast is for right now. Don't give you a chance. You can't resist the price energy right there, boy. Anyway, next day. New York says, you are now watching a master work. Get this on my screen. From close to to open. That's a gap. We know what we do with gaps. We don't show gaps no type of mercy around these parts. All jokes aside. And then we have this right. What? We got this right there. Oh yeah, nah. You must hold on. Let me see. From here to here, equilibrium is not terrible. If it can tap into equilibrium, that would be very sexy for me. That's gonna be my condition for selling. I'm not accepting nothing else, if I'm being honest with you. For selling pressure, I want EQ to step in. Now, if it starts to build low resistance up to that new week opening, I'm on a 30. Gosh dang. Yeah, y'all can have this day then. Frick y'all. Y'all not gonna give me what I want, but y'all out your mind, bro. We have all these lows. Asia low is double load, quadruple load, with all them lows. Gosh dang. And now we have this up close candle right here. That's acting as a spot of demand, basically. And we start to go down. Why you not pausing? I gotta say, wow, I was 12. It's gonna take it out most likely. It got to, no? Once we get that inversion, maybe. Yeah, I could just tell. That's like a stinky way to do it, and I like stinky ways, high key. I like stinky ways, high key. That's a very stinky way to do it. That wick does have whatever, but I've seen this pattern so much that I can confidently take something like this without any sort of doubt. Now, am I tripping? I'm already down. Fuck you. I'm not taking this. I'm already down. I'm not taking the trade. I'm down like this. I'm already having a small doubt of what it could do and things like that. I don't have time for that, man. If the logic is not there and I'm taking a discretionary trade, I'm not even taking that trade to begin with. There's no logic to it. I was just pattern trading right there. It looked good to my eyes. But I'm like, yeah, let's go next. Your session. I can put 10 on the floor if you like it. Y'all keep rocking me wrong, think I might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Alright, so that white line up there is that, that lower half of that wick right here on the daily, as we used previously, which is not bad. It's not bad visually. Visually is not bad at all. We already took out the previous day high. I'm messing with that. Silver is still looking sick. I'm playing. It's looking smooth, I guess. This wig is not terrible though. I like it. Let's delete it and then put it back on, because it's aligning with the equilibrium, not equilibrium, but OTE of the range. Check on my hair. What is that aligning with? 6-2. See that? Come on, bro. Now, come on, bro. Notice, I consciously did not know that, but my body knew that though. My experience knew that. Knew it was aligned right with that. I just knew it based off of how I'm intelligent. I've never came to this price action point ever in my life, but my brain can make it up as if I did. So, what I'm looking at here is a VWAP buyer seller absorption, and to buy side for right now. Bam. Now, am I bearish? That's a great question. Could I have gotten something right here by the side? Who knows and who really cares? I don't really care that much. Immediate rebounds. Jeez. We like those. Am I bearish or bullish? There's liquidity up here though. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie to nobody. There's a lot of liquidity right here. If I am looking for something like Sam, I am. So if I'm looking for something, I'm looking for one of these ranges to get taken out. But see, that one was in line with the. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for one of these to get taken out. If I'm being honest. Now, I don't think it's the drugs talking, but you know, you think this stuff won't. It is the 18th. We have FMC. We have FMC at 14. Okay, and Wednesday 9:45. All right, so basically, here's what I'm gonna play. I'm going to play my 1 minute very fucking smoothly. You're gonna see how smooth I play this 1 minute. Very smoothly. Very delightful, delicate. We have here what's orchestrating this price action. This is up close candle. Right here. Up close candle. CE tap. CE tap. Yeah. So now, yeah, I'm playing it very smoothly. My 1 minute. Hypothetically, I would take this. Smooth, okay. I think I'm forcing this. Number one, I want to have high time frame. Oh my gosh, you could have just said you was sitting here the whole time. All jokes aside, this is a high time frame point I can look at. All jokes aside, I might think I'm playing around, but I'm not playing around. I'm not playing around. This is a nice high time signature right here for some sort of bearishness, but going on that day. I mean, bro, are we using this lower half as support? If we are, that's wonky as fuck. I just don't like how premium we are. That's what I don't like. I don't like how premium we are. Since we're so premium, I'm just gonna lean to a sell narrative, but it's hard because there's no liquidity. There's no low resistance, so I'm not fully confident of that. But nevertheless, we could still use this as sell side liquidity. Right here, hold on. Right down here, we could still use that as relatively low sell side liquidity. No doubt. I can see that. And that's the only liquidity I want to see. Or, no, that's the only liquidity I want to see. So that's what I'm demanding in price. That's my only sort of anticipation I want. If we do get a reaction, so we're getting one right now. Shoot, if I take something like this, what would that be a sin? It could be. That's what I'm saying. It could be a sin. You know what I'm saying? I think because I'm anticipating down here, I don't think it's gonna give me that target because it usually doesn't, based off of my experience. I know anytime I come to a point like this in backtesting where, I feel still that I'm forcing the draw liquidity, like it could do this, and that's the only thing I'm looking at. It usually never does it. Never does it. But so I'm already anticipating that, and looking for this to be, or looking for this, or a previous. Yeah, nice. Previous 30-minute. I can use that. Previous hour. Which one? Previous hour? Nice. Alright, nice. We're gonna use this previous hour. That's on liquidity. I like that. That's very smooth to me. Very smooth to me. We do have this wick. I don't want to see liquidity get taken out. I don't want to see that. Of course, it takes it out. Okay. I want to see immediate absorption. Immediate absorption. Nice. Okay, you're a smooth criminal right now. That's still the previous hour. We have 45 minutes. Hopefully we don't chop. We're chopping. We're chopping. Of course. Why wouldn't we chop? Right. Alright, you see what I'm saying? My anticipations is whack sometimes. We just ran straight through that, which I couldn't say I wasn't anticipating, but I didn't want to anticipate that because I have struggled taking premium trades. Struggled. So even though disconnect, that's a discount, and we can take it all up to the high, I struggled with that because now we can get some, like, I can be anticipating, and now my anticipation is wrong. And now the original anticipation will be, correct. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm like this, and I'm looking to take it to that high, will it punish me or bless me? Most of the time, it punished me. So I use that as my edge, and understand that we're not gonna look past you, baby. I see you. You look smooth. You look nice. So, like, yeah, I'm saying, stop right there. I'm getting gelatied. So now I'm getting flopped because I'm trying to, buy with a inside of a whatever, and that's where I'm looking to take my seller at a 1-to-1. Now, because we already got that, and it's 10:30, I'm not really looking to for that to retest. I want sellers to be fully in control right here. If it does give a retest, then I lost. Am I hoping for the best in this one? No, I'm not. I see the seller step in. I will close it right here. I will actually refuse to hope for that pass right there. We can do that. That's permissible. This buying with this is rigged. Like, if I were you're telling me if I were to sit here and buy with this that I want to be punished, that's what I would instantly assume. I would assume, like, hey, bro, I'm going to be punished about this. It's in such a premium that them highs is just not going to allow it, which I could be right, and this could be where it stops at. I would take that small loss right there for me to get, you know what I'm saying? Where we at with it? PM session. Let me know what you want to do. PM and not doing shit. Just use. Let's go to Asia. Asia, come on, baby. I know what you want. I know what you like. I know what you love. I know your deepest desires. I know what you're looking for. I know what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? And I want to let you know that I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And I know you want to retrace back down. And if you're sensitive off of there and you create a CISD, I know you're weak, baby. And I know you're weak off your knees, though. You know what I'm saying? Why would they do this to me? Of course. Hey, bro. Alright, we're done. We're done. I didn't take it because it wasn't Asia. It wasn't Asia. I know what I'm saying. Cuckoo. Alright, small little loss. I'll take that. I couldn't say I didn't doubt. I did doubt for sure. You know, it definitely wasn't aligned. But I managed to make it to a very, very small loss. Journal. Oh, snap. That's tough. I can do that. I can do that. Say my name. Say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. I think on the streets. For peace and truth. I would, honestly, y'all can have this. You see how my brain is? Okay, never mind. I keep on forgetting the view-up can be. The view-up is a special thing I like, you know what I'm saying? Very special to me. It allows me to have clarity within the non-clarity, type of things. You cannot forget about the view-up. That could be a trade itself, because that is the value area high and the value area low. So now I'm looking at this view-up, and I want to see absorption from this view-up. That's what I want to see, ideally. If I'm going to have something or a buy position, I want to see sellers being absorbed from the view-up. I would like to think, but this upper view off right here is threatening. Really, it really is. It really is threatening. But to confirm my narrative, are you taking on that by side? Let me know. Shoot. Let me know if buy side wants to get taken. I'm willing. I'm saying, okay, we just absorbed a whole lot of buyers. This stuff is looking like it's about to drop to the Asian low, maybe. Who knows? Or the London low. Or just a 1-to-1. Nah, it looks like it's about to drop for sure. But at least I can say that was hard time of confluence, you know what I'm saying? Especially off air, this is very nice. Very IVG. So we got that impact, and then we have London low. I love that. I love to see that for sure. And then we have buyers absorb on the upper view hop 1. Buyers absorb on the view hop. Now it's looking like it's about to go down and crash. Am I taking this? I am, because sellers are in the market. sellers are in the market. That's what gives me confidence. So not only is high time frame, but now sellers stepped in fully. Only wants to take out that liquidity that's resting at these relative equal lows right here. Asia low. Feel me? So that's what I'm looking at. How long am I struggling? We just hit 50%. That's awesome. Sellers are fully stepped in or volume. Alright, you can have this one. I'm sorry. This is crazy. Give up, right? This is crazy. Pretty much give up. This is a crazy thing to give up. I don't know what type of time it is. So it could be on that consolidation timing. I'm always looking, and I'm never wrong. Come on, bro. Just had this inversion though. So now we can play bits with that logic, I guess. But then again, the CISD is what I CISD is the only thing I'm looking for now. No, we're not getting it. We're not. Not getting it. We're just not getting it. I'm about to take his strategy on. I think I like it. The only reason I kind of like FX replay strategy, FX speedrunner strategy, is because he allows himself to flow. Meaning, he's not caring about that 80% on rate or whatever. He's letting that 40% carry him. That 40% one rate carry him, and allowing his 1 to 10s and 1 to 4s carry him. That's what I like. So, quote unquote, I think I like that because it's letting my stress, it's letting my anticipation or my discretion carry, and my stress be off of what I need to, have the market, do type. Position in my life. Cause is this outrageous? This is diabolical, isn't it? Buyers are obviously here. They're obviously right here. I'm not gonna look at this freaking. Here's what I'm not gonna do. Right, yeah, green. Let's do green. I'm not going to look past these wicks, and that's what most traders would do. Most people will look past these wicks and say, "Well, it's just random and there's nothing to worry about." How is it nothing to worry about? Look at the CE. We're respecting it right here, respecting it right here, respecting it right here, respecting it right here. So you're telling me who's in control? Buyers or sellers? Tell me who's in control. Until we can get past the CE of this wick, then that's when I'll say sellers are really heavy, and they really want to seek out Asia, London low or Asia low. But until we do that, I'm completely bullish. In fact, in my world, in my ideal world, here's what I'm like right here. This is what I'm like right here. In my ideal world. Now, why am I entering right here? Why would I enter right here? Because I wouldn't want to see it come back into this. I'll call this a buyer box. This is where all buyers are at. I don't want to see price even try to make an attempt back to here. It shouldn't even need it if it's bullish. Because now it's how I look at it. If it comes back down here, it's saying I need a little bit more support or more power. I want it to be content with this power it just had down here. So now I want to see it have a nice push up in my world. But I'm about to say, of course I please. Get it, you see? Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. And this is what people say trader today. If you didn't take the you're down it. frick no, I'm not. What is it likely to do, you ask? Man, the inversions. We got lower resistance liquidity down the bottom. Asia low. I guess. I mean, I guess, man. I'm not gonna say it and say it's trash. I guess, bro. I guess. Every time I went out of checking on the cover. I bet you. That's the fucking thing, though. That's the thing about trading. You can adapt once you already go to price action. You can adapt so easily to any other strategy that's in. Now, let's say you need to adapt to a different price action strategy or a different strategy in general. You can adapt quickly in only like a month because of your experience. Your experience will carry you. I think it was valid liquidity. You can make any argument here, honestly. You can say, wow. There you go. Oh, it's trapped liquidity here. So I'm looking at that low. You know what I'm saying? You can say that. You can make that argument. You can say, well, we trapped liquidity here. And now I'm looking for a nice buy. Keeping this here. I'm looking for that. And you would have got stopped out pretty quickly. Now you can say swap liquidity there. Buy still in control. You know what I'm saying? Now look what it's leading up to. Kablam. Now watch when we get that. Let's get the inverse of that wick, please. Thank you very much. Now the inverse of this wick. If you don't know, now you know. That's a very strong signature. BTW, that's a very strong signature. This signature is way better than the IPG signature. Let's put it that way. I'm talking about way stronger than the IPG signature. When we inverse a wick like this, that's a way stronger signature right there. Now, could I get belt to by this inversion? Absolutely. Do I want to see that? I mean, shoot. I don't want to see belt to this inversion. I don't. What we talking? We inversing Vix again? No. Don't give me two of them now. Okay, we having CIDs. Look at that wick down right there. God dang, y'all weird as frick. That'll make sense though for sure. I was just close to taking that. Yeah, almost got about that with this version. That would have been terrible. Every time I would out of course it works. I can do that like you could put 10 4 if you like it. So keep calling me money, I might be bad for me. Not gonna make me lose my. careful. Of course. Of course! The fourth time just pooped on me. Not pooped on me. Distant lover. How much money do you need to have in order to have? Okay. How much money would you need to have in the United States to be able to retire? This isn't a universal number. It depends on mainly your annual spending, age when you retire, and how long the money needs to last. A usual starting point is the 4% rule. Retirement portfolio annual expensive times 25. So roughly annual spending 30,000 preferably needed. Annual spending $30 before annual spending 30,000 portfolio needed 750,000. 750,000. If you spend 40,000 annually, you need $1 million. If you spend 5,000, okay. So these are big numbers. For example, if you want to spend 60,000 a year, having investing gives you commonly used starting point for retirement planning. But if you're talking about retiring very young, I'll be more conservative than 4%. Your retirement could last. Dang, you need to have $2 million to retire. $5 million to retire. Damn. That's tough. So mainly you can't retire if you're not gonna get it. If you're not gonna go get it, you can't retire basically. If you're not gonna go get it, you gotta retire basically, baby. Basically. So 100K not have nothing. My plan is to retire. Retire. Y'all keep asking me more than y'all might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Don't do that. You bad motherfucker. Yeah. I can sniff you out. I seen you. He's a bad motherfucker, man. Of course you did it though. I mean, you smooth criminal like that, for real. Y'all keep asking me more than y'all might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose. So I wouldn't have got stopped out. That's interesting. So if I would have entered right here, would have 1-to-1. That wouldn't have stopped me out. Okay, that's. Come on, bro. I mean, I'm not here for that bullshit, man. For real. I'm playing. Am I here for that bull? Who knows? Y'all keep asking me more than y'all might be bad for me. Y'all make me lose my mind. I'm about to watch old buddy. I wouldn't even lie to you. FX. They really leaked this stuff. 2026, like that's how funny as that.
This is 28th of October. You can see clearly there's a trend line like this, right? So I'll start with subject to structure, high, low, high, low. The structure is too small, so I don't care. Probably high and low, right? So this was the first break of structure before the inducement, before the swing move. If you look closely and we mark object to structure, you can see what Asia did here. We had this sort of out of here, this would be objective high, objective low, objective high, objective low, objective high, objective low, low, and you see we have first break the structure finally already. Then price takes Asia high, right? Asia ends, we take out Asia high, and what happens? We do have a trade, but because of the fact that it is on the fake break structure, on objective structure, and not on subjective one, this inducement is not as relevant as this one, as the big one, right? Like it's enough only for a small part, unless
yo, my old self would have been like, bro, he's not spending shit.
This, you know, or maybe something in that. Then I will hope for this low to be taken out before the big buy, right? So I hope this is clear for you.
Absolutely not for everybody. Objective structure and something like that, and a structure like that, and a structure like that. Bro, what are you talking about structure for?
So here we are using objective structure. It's a strict set of rules. Okay, you just follow it like a robot. You don't care, you don't have any opinion, nothing. You just do the same thing and follow the rules. So technicals, we track candle by candle. We don't care about pullback and momentum, right? We don't try to measure the movement. We don't try to evaluate the movement, nothing. We just look at candles. We also don't care about the size of the candles. You know, one range can be 200 pips, another range can be 20 pips, and it's the same relevance when it comes to market structure. Yeah, as I said here, no, we don't see the same pulses in retracement. After every single break of external structure, you want to see an opposite colored candle close. So we have a bullish break, since you have a high low. The moment we close bearish on the same time frame, we are gonna have a new high. Okay, let's pulse back again. You want to see pricing ranges. So this is low, this is the high. We only care about the last range. We don't care about any previous structure here or any high diagram structure. If you're marking daily structure, we stay on daily. If you mark A15 structure, we mark it on A15. Okay. So yeah, one candle can be structured too. So break back, new trend, trend, point. You need a also, if you want to analyze this low, I push, go mark that, push. So bearish, low, look up, get low, get quick, tip. And we are officially start. Big button meters. And we are officially start. The main for example, I mean, this is also a reason why I don't use previous day high day lows, because it doesn't add any value to the analysis. So for example, you have this price action right here, for example, and we can say this is previous day high, and this would bring another clear price action. Okay, and this is also previous day high. Just looking at this, we can both say that we just have previous day high, right? In both cases. In both cases, this would be, let's say, an H1, H4 structural point. But which point do you think has more liquidity? The second one, right? How do we know? We can look at two things. We can look at the size of the move, right? So let's measure this one and this one, for example. We can look at the size of the move. This one is clearly like 1.5, almost 2 times bigger. Let's extend it a bit. The bigger the better. And we can also see the intention of price. For example, there's a lot of guys, and there's a lot of charts that I've seen of people just seeing a previous day high selling and then they're failing and then they don't know why. Or let's say Asia high, right? Asia high, you're saying everything's perfect, right? We're breaking up, so just to go down, everyone's fine. But you see, this high doesn't really, like, if we take out the fact that it's a previous day high, this high is completely the same as this one. It has nothing to the intention of selling the high order right here, because it did. So what can we do? Price reaches that level, it's close to it, it can induce people to the opposite direction. So keep looking at the left first. Let's check the
Backtest May.
So from now on, we'll have 1 week, one call per week, as I said, and ideally we would like to backtest 1 month every call, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is how to not send it, and if you guys want,
You better not backtest on TradingView.
If you lose the channel, this and you send everything, you want, step by step with all the information that's needed. Don't send just any chart, any chart, any price of quick, or even find something inside the chart so you know everything. So this would be a perfect, because except for this,
Hey.
nothing else. So we are skipping the trap. That's would be one reason why we be looking for sales. But then you notice, oh, there's this liquidity seed, so there's another one, a better one, a higher one, right? So you must find a confluence that will make the sell relevant. Okay. Then I'll go to weekly first, and on weekly,
Oh, I hate this. Jacob with nostalgia. Oh, okay.
So we're feeling a big inefficiency. Okay, then that means that we have liquidity, we have a high target level, we have an inducement. We have almost everything that would indicate that we are selling. Okay, but if we are selling, we also need a target, right? So bias was level, liquidity, and target. So far we only finished 2 out of 3.
Level.
Right? This is, I mean, this could be enough at this point, but if we invested everything to know exactly what to do. So what I like to do is going to lower time frame. I mean, it's still a high time frame, like H4, H1, and I try to analyze every single low here. Low. See? All these points here. And see if there's something really eye-catching. And the first thing I see is this mitigation right here. They said we usually don't use mitigations, they're pretty random. In reality, they are used to, in my opinion, which need more liquidity, right? The only order flow that we should be seeing is in the extreme. That would make sense. But except for that, nothing. So we have this mitigation right here. I want to go to 1 hour and analyze what's happening here, right? So, oh, it's just a random PY. Why should this on hold? Okay, if it's a good mitigation, it should have a lot of liquidity. So it's just taking extreme, which again is nothing special in this case, right? Extreme is only good if it's at the bottom. So we are taking extreme, and we also don't have any price behavior here, right? So this buy right here, like this low and this buy right here, are created with really minimum liquidity. Okay, so I'll just mark it up. There's the possibility for a future that we're sweeping something. This one is pretty good, and then you see like all these weird lows. If you watch the delivery on lower time frame, we can go to F15. You see it's really weird. There's no manipulation, there's no inducement, and there was also like minimum amount of inducement since the low, right? We only had one liquidity sweep, and then we didn't really have anything crazy as price went up. So we are in a really unhealthy move. This could be the last confluence for me to think that price is bearish, right? But the first target I would see is the weird lows. So I'm marking them up. This is where it all started, and now we have, I hope, everything. Alright, where's this? Okay, so we have our buys completed, and now you know that we're bearish. Okay, so that's the first part. We finish bias. We should take around this time, like 5 minutes, and then you go to 4 hour, and you mark everything that you need. So we are back, and now.
Yeah, okay.
You know that we're
Så
bearish.
sätta det här kort
Okay,
info
so
den
that's the
bara
first
snart
part.
instängda
We
så.
finish bias. We should take around this time, like 5 minutes, and then you go to 4 hour, and you mark everything that you need. So we are bearish. We are looking to levels that price could give a reaction from. So first thing I see is low resistance liquidity. Low resistance means that it has low resistance, so price will naturally just go through this. So we don't really expect any bigger pullback. Of course, if there's a pullback from any of this point, it will be a nice sell. Since this is equal lows, the first thing you want to do is to mark a trap to see if there's a trap close to it, right? There's usually a trap. So we see this, the demand, which is a high diagonal trap. It's perfect. And then what do I see? Again, equal lows. So I'll also mark this. And again, we have this drop base rally. Like you see the small OB, the small PY right here, which would be the trap for the equal lows. And this would be the ALQ. ALQ would technically be here, but this is structural point, so we can also mark the ALQ as a possible one for future. Okay, so I think this is everything. So no matter what you do, how you backtest, you should never skip a step. You don't have to do it every day, but you should go high for every day to not lose yourself. And even during the backtest, like when you're in the middle of the day, you can still go to high frame. So let's skip. This should be my time zone. So it's 2nd of January. What happens? It's just melting. I'm gonna skip this day since none of you can do this, and it's not also not an Arcos and so what's happening? We are going down. We are sweeping the all buy side liquidity, all sell side liquidity. So I'm seeing happening. Times it. This much time is not doing the position. Time anything like that. And also be bearish. So you're definitely not looking for big buy, right? You're looking buy here. You're trying to support. Okay. Now if everything changes, you're not trying to sell side liquidity anymore, but you're trying. You're inside this trap. So what does that mean? Buying is a low probable decision. Selling right here is a low probable decision also because the pricing right here really low, which is expected to be downside. So you want to sell. Okay. In days like this, you see this, and it's already New York, so you have like 2 more hours of trading. I mean, it's the best to just stick it in. But we can still observe what's happening. So we break the structure, but it's like a little structure on every theme. It's like visible H1. Again, you can this as the size of the trend that you're reacting to, and the size of the move, and then you decide if everything is always really small, right? You don't see apples, for example, H1 or H4. So for example, short even as a long arm straight is not a good idea for now. You will see more. So as I said, nothing really happened. Nothing really happened. And so that's it. That's it for today. I guess my just like problem. It doesn't really matter. Let's go to the structure, which is it. But first of all, this H1 high would be our level, right? This liquidity, this H1 liquidity. So it's the opposite. This could be our high level, which means that now the only thing we need is H high or H low. Okay, so level done. We have H. Okay, so we are taking H high here, which could be one trade, but if you zoom in the H1 in the level, this is more. You see that it's too high, so what would you require? The apple sweep or calculated, right? So this could be apples or this could be already apple sweep. So it's not to sell here, and it's apples, and it's also poetry. So then we have first trade right here. Second one that you can see is still trading with liquidity. It's equal highs. We made a strong high the previous day, right? We didn't show any sign of reversal yet, so we consider this very bullish yet. So it could be an indication of it. But same thing, they're getting to equal highs. This could be highs behavior. Apples with H high still, H high could still be counted. It's counted until we go too far or until we see H low. Then it's not. Then if we sweep this high, then there's no tracking to equal highs anymore. Okay, that. It's counted until we go too far or until we see H low. Then it's not. Then if we sweep this high, then there's no tracking to equal highs anymore. Okay. So we have this. We go to execution time frame. So we have M5, like M1. Okay, so price just broke the structure here, meaning first you have to mark structure correctly. So we have okay, it's not the best. This could be counted as well. So this could be an Argos, and after the signal, all you have to do is find your refinement wherever you want. And then again, best would be to go to high time frame, find your target, so you can target the chart, best decision, or even the low resistance liquidity, right? That's all. So this is all you need to do to execute a trade map. And you can tuck it in. Of course, you can even refine it more. If someone refined it more and missed it, it was in trouble. So that's the first one. Now, while you're playing the price action, you don't want to skip everything like I did. You still want to analyze what's happening. But in this case, I skipped it because here again, it's just some low resistance level, right? Like you don't really expect a reaction from it. Now, could this be an FOS? Yeah, definitely. FOS up, inducement down, but in this case, you don't really have any good level. So if you're reacting to a trap, for now, it would be better and more beneficial for everyone to not trade on traps at all, because it's not the best decision. But, so we had FOMC, I think. Yeah, we had FOMC, and it's too late to stop this session. Also, some people asked me, what's the point of spread hours? We don't really use it because we don't trade Asia. But if someone is interested in trading Asia like me, we don't really use it. What's the point of spread hours? We don't really use it because we don't trade Asia. But if someone is interested in trading Asia like me, then you can use spread hours. What happens with spread hours is sometimes some brokers make a huge stop count like this. So for that, I use 4 brokers. I use FXCM, Wanda, 8CAP. 8CAP is not really nice, but I think the new brokers are good too. FXANA, 8CAP, and Frax.com for to see the stop count. So if I have 2 brokers that are indicating that there's a stop count, I even try to make indication of it. So for example, in this specific case, there was this. So the fuck are you doing? Okay. Let's see. So when you backtest and you have news or you have spread hours or you have something weird, the chart you always want to compare it with more time frames to see other brokers. Here. Was it good? So when I go to F15, so you see on FXM there was a bigger ring, right? Ring exactly at 11 my time. That could be a stop count. If you go back test, you don't really see it. It's just like this. And some brokers also could be a stop count. It was a bigger ring, right? Ring exactly at 11. What do you see? On FXM there was a bigger ring, right? Ring exactly at 11 my time. That could be a stop count. If you go back test, you don't really see it. It's just like this. And some brokers also freeze like for the first 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and this happens in the first minute of spread hours. So they don't show it. Now you can go to different brokers. Okay, Wanda, nothing. So it's just a little wick. Next the prop. It was my favorite. There's nothing. Then try 8CAP. You can even pop up. Now so on 8CAP, you have spread hours and there's some you have 2 brokers basically saying the same, showing the same thing, right? Which could indicate that there was a little stop count here. I will count that. And in this case, it would make sense because we're reacting to a trap in FOMC, which clearly was some sort of stop count. We don't want to trade that, definitely. But if the delivery is good, we could trade with it, right? And in this case, it looks perfectly. So it's indicating some short-term bullishness. But we don't want to swing and trade from here because we're trading for a trap. Let's play a bit more. Let's give Asia. So for 6, 7, 8. So since we could be potentially
dude, this check for the whole shit. Trying to buy stuff. I'm like, bro, this man scammy as frick. Let's keep the type of words using it.
Yes, but what entry model can you use if you want to buy? Like what exactly would you wait for here?
Oh honey, I'm hungry. I'm like, I don't need your stuff, man. Ooh. Yeah, he be talking about where we know price is likely to have a reaction from. Oh, snap. With the low bell for you to low bell for sure. That low though, bro. I mean, now we have thinking I can be money, I might be bad for me. Y'all can make me lose my mind. I mean, yeah, we have this inbound here, but 50 not pretty much low resistance. I mean, you can call it like that. Tapped in, buy up. So yeah, I mean, you can call it like that. Would you believe me if I said I'm in love, baby? I want you. This is perfect. To one P. Would you believe me if I said I'm in love? Oh, too perfect. Couldn't wait for it, brother. Yeah, it makes sense. Alright, so now we're touching the VWAP low. Coming down to here. And as well as the imbalance is down here. And the I got down there. So yeah, we're definitely taking a look and seeing that. So, oh my gosh. Oh dang. Oh, this thing is weird. Absorption. This was nice right here. That was nice right here. I would like to see it get back up there. If I'm being completely real, from my most comfortable spot for or I can close like that. Does it want to take out agent low? Or is it absorbing buyers? Let me see. Buyers not being absorbed. We decided to take out the agent low. Nice. Are we going for that imbalance down there? Seems like it. Alright, cool. That's right gap. How heavy is that for right gap? Not that heavy at all. That's one thing you have to realize. It's not that heavy at all. Are we starting to... Do we hit the view up and start absorbing? It's fine. It doesn't have to. Alright, and it's 1050. God dang, bro. Thank you. Let's go to Asia real quick. Let me see what Asia. Yeah, Asia ain't doing nothing. That's cool. New York says that was a day of opportunity, but should I have taken it out? Sales look like they definitely was. It's in there, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I might be bad for me. I like this. Candle, sweep. Sweep of both of these is nice. Very nice. It makes me look up. Maybe this buy side. Or I can be weak and take out this sell side. But if we were to take out the sell side, you know what I'm looking at. This big bomb voyage right here. So now do? Do we touch it? Alright, so we have a 30-minute meter rebalance right there. Alright, it's definitely permissible to take out this higher wicket at least. If it doesn't want to, that's fine as well. I'm looking for either one of these to get taken. Being honest, that's my thought process. Although it doesn't have to get took. And this is just myself for 1-to-1. Yeah, I'm okay with taking a 1-to-1 entry for sure. I don't have a complete target. I do like this, the end version of the 15, and then so the, yeah, end version on the 15 is nice for that sell side specifically. Why is that? Because 30 minutes, a 30-minute previous candle, so that could be acted as liquidity, and we can see towards a trade to at least a 1-to-1 from there. I like it because it's pretty discounted, you know. So they step in for sure, and we just shut down. Oh, let me not. I mean, I can make it. You know what I'm saying? And you can do it like that as well. Is that my break-even point? Question mark. So we took out the high. That's smooth. I like that. And did we at least? Okay, I like that right there. That is very sexy. Very smooth. Very smooth right there. Can you just edge me? Thank you. Gosh dang, like, what the fuck? Can you just edge me, bitch? Bad me. Sorry. Up in here. Hour 30. Okay, that's smooth. You know, we like that. I don't think it's gonna take out that low. That's why I was just aiming for 1-to-1. I'm not saying it's gonna expand higher, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. Ain't nobody stupid. We just had to take out all this liquidity. Why am I aiming for a low like that? You know what I'm saying? It's just like less likely. It's more likely to generate resistance. You know what I'm saying? It's more likely to generate low resistance than to just take out that low. I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. Whoa, don't get that thought. That's crazy. Brain, I want to let you know that we're not doing it. Why, you ask? The thing about me, I always need a reason why. Is porn bad? I want to look that up. I actually do want to look that up. What's she saying? Is watching. Is masturbating to porn bad? Is masturbating to females bad? If so, why and how? Not inherently, masturbating isn't generally considered harmful, and masturbating while thinking of being attracted to females, no form of sexual behavior. Where it could become problematic is how you use it, what it does to your behavior. When it can become unhealthy, compulsion. When it can become unhealthy. Number one, compulsion. You can feel like you have to do it even when you don't want to, or repeatedly choose it over work, sleep, exercise, relationships, etc. Where you can overwork, sleep, exercise, relationships, etc. Porn dependence. If you're using pornography, especially highly stimulated, or you can develop a pattern needing that to become aroused. That's different. Necessarily masturbating to thoughts about women. Oh, if you're using pornography, especially highly stimulated or novel content, you can develop a pattern of needing that stimulation to become aroused. Oh, that's different from simply masturbating to thoughts. That's very true. Very, very true. For sex though, wise. But realistically though, you're not gonna have an arousal problem if you're not looking at lust. If you can't control if you can't control your staff and say, bro, I want to give this girl my everything, and it's just having problems with it, how is that even possible? I don't get that. If you met a nice girl, you actually build a bond, and the only time that will actually be a struggle is you thinking her about lust. If you think her lustfully, but if you think her like, bro, she deserves this meat, because she deserves this, ain't no way I'm not gonna be turned on. Lost in control, you decide to masturbate by repeatedly find yourself doing it anyway. You decide not to masturbate, but repeatedly find yourself doing it anyway. Interference. It starts affecting your motivation, concentration, relationships, or sex life. Using it as an emotional religion. Whenever you're bored, stressed, lonely, anxious, or uncomfortable, rather than dealing with the underlying feeling. What about masturbation to a real woman you find attractive? If you're simply thinking about an adult woman you're attracted to, there isn't good evidence that the effect damage your brain lower in a meaningful and lasting way, or makes you less masculine. The bigger question is what relationships you're building with sexual stimulation. For example, attraction, arousal, masturbation. Move on with your day. A quite different form. Bored, search through hundreds of women images, / videos. Search through hundreds of women images, videos, escalating stimulation, prolonged edging. Dang. Orgasm, repeat whenever comfortable. Oh shit. The second pattern can reinforce a much stronger habit because you repeatedly train yourself to seek an intense sexual stimulation or demand on demand. That's a fact. And since you previously been interested in breaking an old porn masturbation habit, I'll make an important distinction. You don't necessarily need to view sexual attraction itself as the enemy. Learn to experience attraction without automatically acting on it can actually give you more control. So if you're questioning this masturbating to women inherently bad, no. If you're questioning this can repeatedly masturbate to women become bad for me, yes. It can become compulsive, favorite your life, and becomes dependent on increasingly intense. I just took a break for 90 days, and then after the 90 days, I started to do it again, repeatedly, for weeks straight. How dangerous is that? If you mean masturbating and repeat it for about a week after completing a 90 day without it, that's very unlikely to be physical dangerous by itself. The bigger concern is behavior, not physical. What a week of repeated masturbation can do. You might notice temporary soreness and skin irritation, feeling tired or less interested in sexual activity for a while, increased sexual thoughts, cravings, a stronger urge to repeat the behavior, especially if you were using porn, feeling disappointed or like you lost friends. The last one can actually become the biggest problem. 1 week doesn't erase the 90 days of behavior change you built. You haven't returned to your original starting point. You haven't returned to the original starting point. The part I'll pay attention to is if your pattern become, I did it once, I might as well keep doing it. I'll restart later. That's the binge relapse loop with breaking. You don't need to think I have to go another 9 days to undo the damage. There isn't evidence that your body or brain needs a specific 90-day period to recover from masturbation. Instead, I'll look at why the week happened, what triggered the first time: boredom, porn, being alone, stress, curiosity after the 9 days, sexual thoughts, because preventing the first is usually much easier than trying to fight the behavior after you've already been doing that several times. And if you're experiencing persistent pain, swelling, skin, blood, or that's different, you should get medical attention rather than simply yes, the important thing is to separate what probably happened from some of the claims you may hear online about the reset or 9 days rewind your brain. During the 9 days, if you stop both porn and masturbation, several things can have happened. The habit cue behavior connection become weaker. If you previously had a pattern like bored, alone, sexual stimulation, masturbation, repeatedly not performing the behavior, give the habit fewer opportunities to fire. The urges may have become less automatic. You can still experience sexual thoughts and arousal, but you had more patience experiencing them without immediately responding. The revised system didn't reset. Dopamine doesn't get depleted from masturbation, then magically return to normal after 90 days. Dopamine is involved in motivation, learning, and reward prediction all the time. What can change is what cues your brain has learned to pay attention to and pursue. You practice inhibitory control. Every time you experience an urge and chose not to act on it, you were practicing a behavior. Urge doesn't equal automatic action. That's probably one of the most valuable things you gain from the 90 days. Positive reinforcements press earns food. Press earns food. Future behavior. More likely, consequences added. Negative punishment. Poke removes will. Poke triggers air puffs. Press earns food. Press stops warning. Negative reinforcement. Positive reinforcement press earns food. Positive punishment. Poke trigger. Okay. Then you start it again. The first time after 9 days, you have been particularly significant because you're reintroduced a behavior that has been absent for a long time. Then the image, sensory cue, arousal, masturbation, reward. If you repeated this several times over several days, you were essentially given the old behavior pathway multiple opportunities to become active again. That's why a week of repeated behavior can feel like you suddenly went from having tremendous control to having none. But here's the part I really want you to understand. You did not erase the 90 days. Your brain doesn't have a counter that goes on day 90, rewired, day 91. So that's how the 90 days gave you 90 days of practicing one behavior. The subsequent week gave you about a week of practicing another behavior. Okay, 90 days practicing one behavior. The subsequent week gave you about a week of practicing another behavior. Okay. Think about more like two paths. Old path, cue masturbation. Newer path, cue urge. Tolerated, continue with life. During your 90 days, the second path got a lot of practice. During your week-long binge, you typically started strengthening the first one again. During the week of long binge, you typically started to strengthen the first one again. And this is where your mindset matters. The dangerous thought isn't necessarily I masturbated. It's I've already messed up, so I might as well keep doing it. That turns one behavior into a prolonged binge. You don't need to punish yourself with another arbitrary 90-day period. If your goal is is greater control, the usual question is, can I experience sexual desire without automatically needing to satisfy it? That's a much more meaningful form of control than simply counting 90 days. And if porn was involved in that week, I'll be more concerned about the repeated porn, than masturbating yourself. Because continuing searching for new sexual material adds a much stronger cue and reward content than simply masturbating from your own thoughts. Okay, so interesting. It's just a cue I feed more, basically. Whatever cue you feed more, whatever pathway you feed more is the one that's going to become the strongest. Basically, as I was saying. I could put 10 on the floor if you like it. It's gonna keep bugging me more than your life be. Back me, y'all only lose my. All I can think about is your booty. Say, oh, tattoos on her body. Can't control, can't control it when she's up that. When she's talking funny. Nah, that's a fact. So your cues. Ridiculous. You could put down on the floor if you like it. If y'all keep fucking me more, then it might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Oh, I did do it, didn't it? Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Fool. Y'all keep hugging me more than y'all might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All I can think about is your booty. Y'all ride me like it's on you. Tonight y'all doing it to me. And I say, oh, a tattoo's on your body. Try to control, can't control it when she's up that. When she's up that. This is a Ferrari gap right here. When she's on that surface. Trying to get tipping in the floor if you like it. I could put her on the floor if you like it. If I keep hugging me more, then you might be mad for me. Y'all make me lose my. What triggered it? Me being bored. So it wasn't just boredom. I had the dream. I did the 90 days. That's interesting if I look back at it. But that's in the past though. I'm just so happy I'm not cooked, you know. Happy I'm not cooked, you know. It's a thought. All I can think about is your booties. Would you say this is a nice? Shoot, I'll say so. Tattoos on her body. Try to get your, can't control it when she's Gosh dang, yummy. 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 Can't control it when she's so good. I mean, if you're gonna ask me, you're gonna get pooped on, dog. Get them out of here. Seriously, dog. Get them out of here, dog. Oh, dang. Y'all gonna do that, though? Shoot, don't do that. Oh, dang. This is literally textbook as frick. That's how I lied though, but gosh dang, I just need to see IFG. Tell fuck like it. If you keep fucking me more, do I like it? Bad for me. Y'all me. Is it being absorbed? Oh my gosh! No way. I'm about to say. Alright, cool. Y'all gonna make me go. All I can think about is y'all moonies. I mean, I can zoom in. Y'all think y'all know how to do this, but tonight y'all doing it to me. And I say, tattoos on her body. Can't control. Control it when she's on my body. When she holds it with me. Alright, man. Alright, bro. You just gonna throw me like that, bro? Okay. Jumping any floor if you like it. I could put down the floor if you like it. If I keep fucking me more, then I might be bad for me. Y'all make me lose my mind. I mean, I really guess there was no. Yeah. Now I think about it. There was no thing stopping it. What was gonna stop it? Okay, there was a gap. Mr. Long. Alright, dog. Yeah, we're not done for sure. We're not done. That's what I want to see. Gosh dang, I want to see that. That's crazy. I don't know that. Yeah, I just knew. I was like, I still like clean. Mm. Hmm. I just delay, but just don't. It does delay, but don't. I'm gonna lie. You think so? You think so? Do you think so? Dang, that's fucking easy, bro. I'm like, how do people make it? Because you want to show you. Father. I want to learn piano so bad. It's so beautiful. Piano is so beautiful. Guitar is nice too. I'm definitely going to learn guitar as well. But learning everything on piano, I would love to learn that. Bro, I'm part of me is very angry. I'm so mad. I'm like, how these people making all this money? Because there's so much opportunities on NQ and Gold, bro. I'm like, how do people making all this money? How? It's because NQ and Gold present stuff every freaking day because of the volatility. You cannot. Okay. I mean, not gonna say cannot, but bro, you're asking for a lot, man, and yourself, which is fine, but still. Let nobody hear this. This is a textbook. I mean, I don't really have to say anything too much with you. The market makes some model. High time revenue, we got all that. No, it's broke. Good execution. Confident. Calm. No. It was a volume shift. Volume shift telling me that tells us where the volume shift told me that sellers were market. It's that serious. What gave you confidence? High time volume shift, general liquidity, high time PDA, remove motion alignment. So that's it. By absorption, absorb them motherfuckers. That's 25. Dang, nigga. What the fuck? Yo, come on, bro. Come on. Come on, man. It's not that serious. I don't know what you have vengeance or something, bro. But please forgive it. All jokes to the side, let's turn that off. All jokes down, let's turn it off. Gosh dang. Alright, what the? I completely forget myself. Are you out your mind? I mean, off the back, that's what you're doing for real. Sequential SMT. Consequential SMT. Magnesium SMT. What the frick is going on there? Do you support this? Bro, seriously, what is going on here? I hope you're just kidding, because... Oh, you're not kidding. Jeez. Are sellers in... Are sellers in this bid? Sellers are in this bid. Let me see. Are they in this bid? Not quite. Not as we thought. Alright, so it's literally being absorbed by the bottom. bottom. It's being absorbed pretty harshly. It's being absorbed pretty harshly. I wouldn't lie. And oh my gosh, are we? It's not a. Okay, not quite. All right, cool. All right, so it looks like you don't have a game plan that much. You have a game plan, but you don't. Let's see what we're doing. So we're SMT completely with that. And with this, not quite though. Since you're SMT, I'm looking for a buy maybe. Unless seller starts saying, hey man, alright, this is looking way too easy. And the only thing I can think about is your booty. So we do have, we are selling with low resistance. We are coming back inside of the Dunkles candle, was also Asia. I mean, London low looks like it's definitely liquidity. I'm definitely not gonna buy with London low, especially how close we came to it, and that seller's been just dominating. Seller's been dominating, I ain't gonna lie to you. London low looks nice to take. That's on silver. Yeah, so I mean that's where I'm at with it, if I'm being honest. I think this trade cannot lose. I don't think it can. I don't think it should. I don't think it can. I don't think it should. I just don't. I'm thinking too much. Gosh dang. You gotta accept that reality. You're thinking way too much. I didn't have no thought process on other ones, bro. I'll leave that one alone, bro. Any time of the day. You know what I'm saying? Anytime. Like, the fact that I could be like, alright, well, I think definitely London low. I think that was an excellent trade by me, actually. I think that was an excellent trade. I don't know why they did it. There's nowhere. That's what my brain was saying. My brain was saying there's no way. There's no way that it's not gonna get taken, but I still didn't take it because I don't know, man. I got some. I'm telling you, complex PTSD with this shit, man. I care too much. They could definitely make you or break you. Oh, dang. What are we doing here? Wait. What's the memo here? But what are we talking about here? I mean, in a way, I guess that does make sense. Does make a good amount of sense. But we're going on day. Okay, so this makes more sense. Look at this higher time frame level. Young Money. I know way too many people. You wanna go down? Huh? Tell me right now. You wanna go down, boy? Be quiet. Yo, you wanna go down, do you? No, you don't actually. If you are gonna go down, I demand you and I command you to either sweep and absorb. I either command you to sweep and absorb, or become absorbed off of the CE. Sweep and absorb. Oh, okay, nice. Sweep and absorb. I like it. It's pretty smooth. Reason why I'm confident within this one, because we have no high time frame context, right? So we have no high time frame PDA. We do have a sweep and absorb. Am I drawing how to take this? Did have a sweep and absorb, no. Exactly what I wanted to say. Am I drawing how to take this? Yeah, I am. I don't really care, man. Let's see what immediate rebounds. They start to flop down. All I can think about is the booties. I can see that happening. Tattoos on my body. Can't control it when she's upset. Yeah, I can see like a nice consolidation and then proceed to continue type beat. So like a sweep. That's what usually happens when we have a sweep. And now we start to, I seen it 20 times. I would say read that stuff for sure. Y'all keep helping me, y'all like me, bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Come on, bro. Gosh damn. Another sweep for the continuation. Wait, is that the same as 3 hours worth? She can't give me money, I ain't be bad for me. I love bad. That's my problem. And yeah, I love. Is Top Step have replay? Question mark? If it does, that's very funny. Because I'm dating up that replay at this point. Ineligible. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I haven't seen it. I thought I had it. So, it really doesn't have replay? guess not. Hey, keep upping me more than you might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Alright, I mean honestly, all I can think about is your beauties. Okay, like just say what you want to do. Everything in mistakeness. So I think with this OTTs, yes. You didn't even hit the guy, bro. Shut up. We did hit the top of this joint. We had that last time, and they're also being absorbed. Absorb. Y'all can see it. Anything you want from me, yeah. Walk on. No hurt, been lost to you, yeah. You can. Oh, why you gotta do it like that though? You can't owe me more than you might be. Pay for me. Y'all make me lose my mind. Low resistance pull. Y'all keep owing me more than you might be. Pay for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Make me, Oh, maybe I could have did something like that though. That's it. Yeah, obviously. Development, no. Or should I have development? Yeah, but not supposed to be like that. And it's supposed to be white. Dripping in the air, if you like it. I could put it on the floor if you like it. Y'all keep asking me more than y'all might be. Bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. So I'm wrong, but I'm right. Not quite though. I'll give it time. I would not give that time though. Oh shit. pretty nice. It's changing like they on all these updates, bro. I want to say is I'm not gonna lie and say it's not nice. I mean, it's pretty nice. Shoot. What the? Wait, what? You know what time it is, bro. Or do I? That's your head crazy, huh? You being honest. If I get money, I might be bad for me. Champion in the if you like it. I could put 10 on the floor if you like it. Keep on me, I might be bad for me. I will be lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna be up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Fool. I mean, don't do that. That's all I say. Don't do that because don't do that. That's all I'm saying. Cause you see with this guy right here. Look at this guy. Look at him out. You see this guy right here. See that swig? Look what he did right after that. It's like it was swimming for water. You're gonna see that. Oh, nice analogy right there. It's underwater. It's running out of breath. It's running out of breath and needs to get air quick. It needs to get air. So basically that's how I'm looking at it with this one. Maybe not. The other one was up close, but all I can think about is your hoodie. Jeez, calm down. Say that. I see it. I see it. I don't know why it took me so long to realize. I see it. Absorb. Oh, my feelings on it. God damn. I'm on it right now. Hey, I'm on it right now. I don't know, lie to you. I'm on his own. Shoot, that looks pretty nice. Bro, it looks nice. I mean, where else is it gonna go? I could pretend for like it. You keep me money, I might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. I gotta say. Alright, there I have it. Down close is not what I like to see. I will exit that right there. Like, yeah, it's gonna punish me. I'll just be knowing it though. Oh, I see now. I see. Watch what's gonna happen. Watch it. Bam. Yeah, so that's verified right there. Should be at least. For a nice small Predator platypus mill, you know what I'm saying? Shooby dooby doo ba dooby dooby doo ba. That should be nice. Although y'all keep asking me money, I might be bad for me. Y'all make me lose my mind. It does look like it's falling out the bed. It does look like it's falling out the bed, I'm gonna lie. Put that one. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I know I'm not wrong right there. All I can think about is your booties. Look at the low resistance that just built up. You gonna do that right there? That's a. Is that a CI? Is that a V-shaped CIST? To aiming for low resistance liquidity with only a 15-minute as the threat. 15 minutes as a threat is definitely worth knowing though. That's what people don't understand. Y'all, if y'all really gonna doubt this 15, y'all down with y'all down with y'all life. At this point, I might as well take that. If we start showing that bearishness though. See what we doing here. Yup. CISD back. Jeez, I mean, come on. What am I even doing here? I lied though. What a lie. Hello? Fucking only might be bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. This can't be terrible. 15-minute CISD can't be the worst idea I've ever come up with in my life. It can't be the worst idea I've ever come up with in my life. tough. I understand. Nah, fuck that. Do you have that inversion though? Didn't have that inversion CSD. I will agree with that. Inversion CSD. You know what I'm saying? I got to. No, I don't, Aaron. What are you talking about? This is trash show. This man just making up things for fun, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Get them off this. If you lose, you're gonna be cooked. Of course, you're not gonna lose, though, bro. Nice. If you need, like I said, the quote of the year, if you need more data to confirm. Is that a. Oh my gosh. If you need more data to confirm with confidence, that's never wrong. That is never wrong, by the way. I guess something like that. I'll take. They're absorbing the fuck out of that, though. No, it really is absorbing all the buyers right there. Now I got to. It is absorbing it, though. I hate that. We gonna do it just in case, though. Bob outside like that. I need to pee. that's another phase in life though. There's money and then, you know what I mean? Family. You know, money and then family. Money and then something. Family. And then realization. Oh my gosh. It's not a realization. Shoobity-bop. I would not. I refuse, actually. To continue along with this, I ain't gonna lie to you. It is absorbing pretty harshly. That's something I cannot look past. It is absorbing pretty harshly. But, what a big B. What a big B at the end. Shoobity-bop. I see my throat. I'm like, that's not a temple. Just like, you know, nigga, this is not high school. I don't know what we're talking about here. No, listen, Jay. Fuck. No, that was crazy though. Like, yeah, nah, it was crazy. I said I don't know which was worse though. It had to be one of the others. That one was terrible yesterday. I'm like, dang, bro. Whatever you got going on what's inside your stomach or what's inside your body, let me know what are you eating so I can stay far away from that. Is this a valid, right? I'm thinking about it too much. I took it and it won, but I took it because sellers were induced. Buyers were getting absorbed. Sellers were reduced, buyers were getting absorbed. Lovers is liquidity to take. Right. Plus a 30-minute, previous 30-minute. Guess not. 15 for Q then, bro. Plus a previous 15-minute candle. Shoobity-bop. Shoobity-bop. I couldn't say I didn't tell you, brother. I couldn't say I didn't tell you. I couldn't say I didn't tell you, mother. Cheers to the Bears for Queers. You can't come in or come on or do it anyway, he says. Cheers to the Bears and Queers and Tears for the Bears. If you can't eat chicken. What's that smell? It smells like bullshit. Bro, he's being real, but nobody's like him though. People are making a trend out of pedophile. Just making memes and trends like, I was here for a cupcake. This one was 2021. That's crazy. Bro, he's just a horny gooner. That's what happens with horny gooners. Like, he's a deep gooner. Been a gooner. Type, like. That's what happens. You just do stupid, foolish things. You know? For some content. It's fine. It's $1. Text fuck. What's the text? What do I call it? Call it text book, but definitely. Nice. Fire. Target absorption. Shoobity bap. A shoobity bap. Shoobity bap. This is a thing. Full circuit, full circuit, full circuit, up. Bogota, target. Polka dot. Yucky, I give me more than you might be. Bad for me. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me. I mean, all I can think about is your booty. Y'all remind me like a jacuzzi. No, wait. Pre-motion was anxious. Slightly anxious. Confident, doubtful. Slightly anxious, confident, doubtful. All I can think about is your booty. 4:15. Why is this all like that?
Have you ever won?
Calm down.
So, really private.
All I can think about is your booty, yeah. How about me like jacuzzi, yeah. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Dang, I'm on one. I might be too strong on a minute. Oh well done. Started out to give up. Is that for any consequence? Changing everything because we check them my accounts. I will not journal something I know that could possibly lose. That's why I will not journal. I had someone tell me I fell off. Who I needed it. 2 trades in 4 hours. 2 journals in 4 hours. Shoot, I'll take it. Nah, not 4 hours, 3 hours. Are we gonna work this out? Shit, it's 40. It's 44. Shit, it's 44. You know what I'm saying? It's 44. First green month. Oh, brother. So how'd I go from 83? Okay.